Breakpoint on Sporty FM. Beyond Sport.
Sporty FM, and of course, time now is 11:05, and imefika ile wakati sasa we want to have a conversation with Roldie Bolton, and this is the Breakpoint. My name is Kwanya Joshua.
Yes, and of course this is Hilda Chepto. You can call me Chep, and you can also keep us company as we start this conversation on 0733 222 105. Also, you can call us on 0748 999, of course, 111. As I said earlier on, we want to have a conversation. Really, we don't call it interviews on this show. I call them conversations. Yeah.
With Roldie Bolton Tende, the team manager for Strathmore Leos. We saw Strathmore Leos during the 7th circuit that just concluded a couple of weeks ago, that they finished second behind KCB. He will tell us the story, the inspiration and everything, and why he loves rugby. Roldie, karibu sana Sporty FM.
Thank you so much.
Yes. For our listener who might be wondering who Roldie is, just let them understand or know Roldie.
So I'm Roldie Bolton Tende.
Yes.
Born and raised from Mombasa. Mombasa with basically currently the team manager of Strathmore Leos. Played rugby for Strathmore Leos. I'm born and raised in Mombasa, so I just grew up in Mombasa. I'm a rugby fanatic, been a rugby player. I'm just all about rugby and sports. That's what I'm about. And I'm a cancer survivor as well.
Yes.
Yes, I survived cancer twice.
Yes.
Brilliant stuff. And just I'm curious, you've said you are a rugby person. You're generally a sports person.
I'm really a sports person.
Do you come from a family of people who play sport or are very interested in sports, either like siblings or parents?
Actually, I do. My mom was a black belt and my dad was a footballer.
Oh, wow.
But I think my dad was just a hobby, because my mom was like very serious with it. For her to get in that type of level, I really respect that. And I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed the taekwondo as well. I tried it out, but it didn't work out for me. But coming from a family that the parents are all sporty, I just had to engage myself somehow. It's like it was a challenge for me that I had to take it up, and I felt like it was passed on to me.
Yes.
So I had to carry it with me.
Did they support it? Because many times parents wazazi wanakuanga na mchezo.
My mother did support the taekwondo because anajua it has some values what he taught her pale nifikisha pia.
Yes.
My dad was more of a basketball guy. So he wanted me to join basketball because I'm tall. I was actually used to play basketball before the transition. So the rugby part was a bit shaky. Was very shaky. Like with my dad, he hadn't accepted fully. Was like, why? With your height, hey, supeleke kitu baki. And you know, for our parents mostly, knowing them how they have been brought up, wanasema kusoma, soma ndo njia. Like sports don't invest time so much in it. Because and you can't blame them as well. Growing up, the society told them that's how it works.
Yes.
Utoke nyumbani, uende shule, kutoka shule, uendele kusoma, upate kazi, ujenge jamii. Yeah, so with my dad, rugby it was a headache. It was a push and pull all the way until I actually had to go out my way, and they saw the resilience. Like, umu anaitaka. Anaitaka. Hatuwezi mzuia. Yes.
And how did you get into rugby?
A funny thing, back in high school, when I was still playing basketball, I used to be the slowest in basketball. I used to be good with the ball. I used to be a point guard, but I used to be the slowest. So I wanted to work extra hard in training so I can get better in basketball. So in high school, I found myself training with the rugby guys so that I can get better in basketball. But doing that, I got better in rugby because back at home, I remember going back home, we had a rugby coach and ilikuwa imetolewa. Tulirudi tukapata imetolewa. But there was a rugby team that was coming up. So I was like, let me train with these guys. When I go to school, I would still play basketball.
Yeah.
But over the time, I started getting better in it because I'm training at home. Then when I come back to school, a bit of rugby and basketball.
Yeah.
So I got absorbed into the rugby team. And they accepted me pretty well. And they told me, we're not letting you go. You're going to have to run this team. And during that time, the guys were leaving. There was a mass exodus in high school. So they kind of left me the team with lads that I know. Like, team, run it. Like, I just joined them. 3 months.
Which
I
school
just
is this?
came here for fitness. It was River Boys.
Oh, Rugby Boys.
Yes, the national school.
Yes.
In Kilifi.
Yes.
Yes, River Boys National School.
And how was it as you were starting the rugby journey at high school? How was it?
I think in high school it was pretty easy for me. Coming from a background of sports, I knew what you have to do in a certain sport. Like, you have to show up, you have to commit, you have to work, you have to train. So the transition was kind of easy for me. And I understood I had to learn the game, I had to watch the game. So it was quite easy because we were teaching each other as well. We had a good team. We had a coach who was a former player. So the transition was very easy, I can say, because I was ready to learn. I'm always willing to learn something new. And the passion, what it comes along, the values, understanding what rugby holds, it made me have a solid foundation in rugby. And that's how I flow with it. Because it was too much. I wouldn't say I was skiving classes, but I used to leave class early. The funny thing, when I actually finished school, coming back for my certificates, I found the teacher was a deputy. And he just asked me, where are you right now? I'm like, sir, I'm in the Strathmore rugby team and I'm in Strathmore. I'm like, oh, so it's actually worked. Yes, actually, but I'm sorry for having your classes a bit early, but you see, I was working towards this goal, and it was like,
and you've achieved
if you wanted to achieve it, okay, you went for it.
Yeah, and now from now high school, now going to campus now to Strathmore. Immediately, just you ukifika to Strathmore, do you just immediately go, I want to go to rugby, I want to play rugby?
So when I was in Mombasa, I used to see the Strathmore team come. I had a friend there called Julius Shaban, and I used to see how they play. They play against Mombasa. That's the first game I saw. They really had a good game, and I was like, I want to join that team.
Yeah,
I must join that team. My friend said, don't worry, you just pull up in Nairobi and see how it will work. So luckily, after high school, I had a scholarship at a college in town. So I used that opportunity to come to Nairobi. So I was trying to get myself into Strathmore. So I started as a fan because I wanted to know, like, this is a club. It's a rugby club in Nairobi, in the city.
Yes.
How does it work? Is it different? So I started knowing the guys and being a fan. But at the moment, I began ailing. So it became difficult for me to play at that moment or to train because I don't know what was happening to my body. Because the ailing part, the cancer story started when I was in high school. So I kind of hold back from joining in until I went on with treatment and later come back.
And now that when you join now fully after coming back, of course we are going to talk about the cancer story. When you now came back and joined the team, I wanted to understand the balance between sport, ukiwa kampo, and studies.
I would say to you, it is never easy, but ukizipanga poa, it always works out. Because that's life.
Yeah.
Life, there are a lot of things that comes your way that you have to balance. Hata wewe kuelewana na mtu, lazima muelewane. Mtu wezi kwa juu, wezi kwa chini. That balance. You have to have that balance so that you can move forward. Na ni kujipanga tu poa. You have training, you have classes. You have classes in the morning, you have training either in the morning or in the evening. And there's communication. You can communicate to your coaches, you can communicate to your teammates. I think that creates a very good bond and make it easier for you. Because like, coach, I have to come for training, but there's this exam that is really nailing me down. So I can make it this time. What do you say? Should I? Hata ukieleza coach wako wakiangalia uko hapo juu ya shule and you are doing well in both and you're trying to find that balance, anaweza elewa. Because there's no way coach anaweza kwambia uache chuo ukuje training. Remember, hiyo shule ndio inakulipa ucheze training. So you have just to shape your way, because you know training is in the evening. You have about 2 to 3 hours to work with. You go early, finish early, give it your best. If you have time to study, you go and study. If you have an early class, unazipanga tu poa. Because if you maintain focus with it and put your head to it and your mind to it, you'll actually achieve it. If you have distractions a lot around you, you're unaweza kuvuta. And also the people around you, your friends, say what are they doing? So that can be the influence around you. Really helps and really determines what the end can be.
And of course now you're now part of the Strathmore Leos as a player now. How long did you play for Strathmore Leos before now transitioning to what you do at the moment?
I played for 2017, 2018 season, 2019, 2020 seasons. Those are like
about 3 years.
3 years. I played for 3 years.
Yes, and of course now, as you mentioned earlier, now your cancer stories now starts after high school.
Yes,
Yes, can you just tell us, during that period, how did you find out you were unwell, and how did you now start that journey of healing, and now again still maintaining being in rugby and the love for rugby as well?
And that is a crazy story. It started back when I was in Form 4. When I was studying for my exams, and remember before that, those are rugby seasons. Those are rugby 7 seasons. So a bit of knocks, a bit of injury. So suddenly I started having headaches. Ongoing headaches. I started having nosebleeds. My eyes stopped functioning well. My ear. I just developed some symptoms that were very shaky. In the start, I was scared. So my folks was lazima labda niliumia kwa kiwanja. It can be a rugby-related injury. So during that time, I started falling sicker. Nikaenda kwa hospitali, different diagnoses, and it took a while, like a really long while, 2 to 3 months. Paka mzazi anaona sasa huyu leo ni hii, kesho ni hii, like, and I'm facing my final exam, the Form 4. So mzazi anaanza kusema maybe it's butterflies for the exam or something, but it's actually something that was really ilikuwa inanisumbua. So it got a bit shaky with the parents, with the folks, because hatuelewi leo jicho ioni, nikienda nikivaa miwani, kesho ni kwengine, nisikio nini, and I get different diagnoses from doctors. So like my mom was like, if there's something really bothering you, we'll tutapata. Just focus on your studies and just finish your studies, and we see how to go about it. Because it was a bit shaky. So I was having a headache for 6 months straight. I remember it was in August till the next year. Like a headache, you sleep, you wake up, just in pain.
Headache throughout.
Ulala ulamka headache. I was on painkillers every day. So I started deteriorating pole. Nikamaliza high school, but the pain is still there. And when I told them, I went back to my folks. Nikamwambia, this stuff is still ongoing, and it's hurting me even more. Like, okay, now let's start different diagnoses, let's visit different doctors. So when I came to Nairobi on my scholarship, and I was ailing and deteriorating, I couldn't play. That's when I started doing the hospital visits and all to what's this problem. So it started from the headache, it developed into, I used to sweat half of my face, like one side.
You're sweating.
The other one is okay.
One side my tongue is numb, the other is okay. One eye is okay, the other is ear, until a tumor started growing, popped up from my neck. Like, there's actually a problem. So I had to stop school, stop rugby, and go back home and for further tests. I went to a pathologist, I went to an ENT, until they're like, the tumor is cancerous. So that's where we began from there. Like, now you have this. Now we have to go to the next level to know what the big problem is.
I want, you've said that when now the doctors told you the tumor is cancerous, the first reaction?
I tell you, the first reaction in my mind was like, I knew it. I knew there was something big. I can't have all this headache for all this long. There's something small. I was just happy that we had found what was wrong
issue.
With me. Now let's deal with it. That was my first reaction. Like, nimepata sasa. You see, guys, I wasn't lying. You guys, my friends from high school, they started calling them. Remember, they was doing it wasn't. I told you guys, I wasn't lying. I wasn't running away from school. It wasn't butterflies. I was actually sick, and I battled through it. So
it's kind of you're also proving some other people wrong that who are thinking that you are just not going to school because ulipenda kupenda shule.
No, it was not about proving them wrong, actually. It was just letting them know, like,
you felt vindicated.
Guys, you actually need to listen.
Yes.
You actually need to listen and look and find out, like, what's the actual problem. Because you can ignore something and it can grow to something bigger. That is an experience that I've found with many people, especially other cancer survivors and other cancer patients. Someone was scared to say alikuwa na shida fulani. Someone alikuwa naona, kama niko na hii nitapata pia pesa. Like that's the mentality. You're afraid what people will say. There's stigma outside. You don't know what you're not in the know of what is going on with yourself.
Yeah. And now from now, getting out of the diagnosis, you know what the problem is. Can you take us now through the process now of treatment? What was the next step from there?
So,
and
first,
what was the stage? Which stage was it?
Okay, me, I just read from the paper. So actually went to an NT first to get a biopsy of what was going on.
Yes.
I remember I went with my dad and my sisters. So after the biopsy came back, so the NT called us with my sister, so you have cancer. The result now just he approved to it. That was the final test. You have cancer, I think 4. It was a nasopharyngeal carcinoma, the one head and neck cancer. I actually didn't know there was a head and neck cancer. It's below the brain, behind the nose. That's why the tumor was growing and popping out from my neck. It was like so my first reaction was to that. I know you're gonna ask. I was like, sour. They did like, hey, you have cancer. I'm like, yeah, sour. Okay. So what's next? Like, okay, so you start your treatment. They prescribed us to Mpisha. There's my doctor, Dr. Vijay.
Yes.
And like from there, he will guide on forthwith. So we had to go to Mpisha. I remember first my reaction. The people around me were shaking. Sijawa ameshtuka, wengine ameshtuka, wanalia. I'm like, yo, sawa. Tulieni. You know, now memeleza like, yeah, tulieni. So we got to Dr. Vijay. The first thing he just asked me, son, what do you take to cancer to be? Unachukulia cancer ni nini? Before we start anything. I was like, cancer is just a normal disease. And he told my dad, go back to Mombasa, this kid is okay. Then we sat down, we formed a plan, we got to know the finances and what type of treatment I was going to do. I was going to do radiotherapy and chemotherapy at the same time. So this is a kid from Mombasa, 18 going to 19 years old, just being told he has this type of cancer, he's going to do this type of treatment.
Yes, and I know, radio and chemo can be very aggressive to the body. How was your experience now with the treatment, starting the treatment, that process?
It wasn't easy.
I
can say it wasn't easy. To a point when you can't talk, can't move about, your body is weak, like everything is shutting down. You only have your spirit and your mind that are staying strong, because your spirit keeps faith, and your mind is saying no. I'm just 18, I'm turning 19 years and I haven't even lived.
You have not lived yet.
I haven't even to high school. I have things to achieve. I wanted to imagine it in Nairobi. I want to join that team and to play for that team. This is what I've been wanting to do. I haven't done anything. I know I'm not letting this go. So the experience wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all. The side effects were, they were tough. I can say they were tough. But during that time, I was learning more about cancer, what this disease is. And that's why when I say it's a body of body, mind, and spirit. Your body failed you all day. My body failed me all day. But I had to keep my spirit and my mind together for this to work. I had to. It had to come from within. So that I can spread it out to the other people. But remember, what wameshtuka, umesikia kuna cancer. Everyone who is coming and I'm hata usilie mbele yake. Me never knew guys were just holding their tears back. I come to learn about it after. And those who are crying, me no kuna membeleza. Like, hey, tulieni, you got to sour. You got to sour. Because you can't afford to have that negative side take over. You can't afford to have that little voice. Because like, my time is not done. No, this is not my purpose. No.
Yes. And how has your faith held you together during that journey?
My faith has been the spearhead. Being raised first from a Christian background, it's all about faith. Having faith in God. Because I remember there's a point in time like nilikuwa najiambia, but then mezidi. I remember that day I wasn't talking, I couldn't move, I'm in pain, painkillers as work, and I was alone. And I was just in the bed and I couldn't pray because it says young there. I have a pipe through my nose, an NG tube from my nose to my stomach. And that's the day that no one has my actually. I remember there's a verse that popped in my head that we even say it as kids. John 3:16. For those that believe in him shall not perish but have eternal life. That's the only verse I remembered, said a prayer and I slept. And the next day, 10 of my friends from Mombasa are in my space. They're in my space, like, yo, tumekuja kukuona, like, you guys are here.
Umetoka wapi?
Like, no, we had planned, we're coming to see you, and we are here. I remember when they went back, one stayed with me all through. He was like, me, I'm not letting you go until I see it through. He's the one who first even made me to talk.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because he was treating me the same. So that leap of faith that I had, that moment of faith that I had, I remember that verse in John 3:16, for whoever that believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life. Like, I'm going to ride with this.
Yes, and as you mentioned now, the importance of a support system.
I
would love to know the importance of your friends as a support system, your parents, and as well as, I think, maybe even rugby as
fraternity.
a support.
The rugby fraternity showed up
system.
Massively. I remember massively. People who used to catch pictures of magazines and newspaper from the magazine, sticking them to my high school desk, showing up physically in my chemo session. Africa Rugby, like Mwamba Rugby, Strathmore Rugby, Kenya Shujaa that moment. There is Obachi, Oscar Uma, I can name a lot of them. Always in general, this guy showed up. I was like, you got this. I remember they bought me a t-shirt on my 19th birthday. So the rugby, them as well, and I had friends in the rugby circle as well. The people used to motivate me. Them showing up that way, it was like, if these guys are watching for me, I have a standing chance even to get better and join them. That was my goal. I had to get better and join these guys in the pitch. So they came for me when I was battling. I want to join them. So that's the rugby fraternity. My family stood by me, foot by foot. Because like, if you remember back in high school when I used to aim, and they're like, they're skeptical. Like, I know. We have to go with him. We have to go with it. We have to listen. We have to push forward. My friends, my childhood friends, man, I can say niliamka nikawapata. These are people who've known each other since we were kids. Having to stand by me, that was my support system, no lie. Because I even used to go to the cancer centers where they hold the talks and all. Nilikuwa nashindo. Okay. Because the energy, like for me, the energy, like it was just listening and talking. For me, it was different. It was more about the people who used to treat me the same there I was. Like niko na pipe but mtu ananyongelesha tu vile ruwa tunanyongelesha. Ananigonga hadi. Aniche wewe changamka mbona umelala saini saa ngapi twende tutembee. Si search. I think that's what made me even recover even better. Because it treated me normal. Kawaida. I used to laugh, used to talk. Same banter, same. I used to attend the games. The rugby guys used to invite me for the games with my pipe. When I just stayed there, we were like, watching me like, I'm like, I have cancer. Wow, I have cancer. He used to involve me in everything. Even the after parties was my wake up. I'm like, this hour, I will see it. Let me just look. Let me just look at you guys. Even so no, I have a pipe, so I can't eat. So when you go out, I just have to watch because my food has to be blended. I'm like, why are you leaving me behind? I go there, watu wanakula, mimi naangalia yangu iko hapo takeaway, najua ni kurudi kwa nyumba kublend. Guys out after party, watu wanakula.
Wanajibamba.
Nyekea alvaro yangu hapa kwa tube. Just put me up, okay. So they never put me aside from that.
You're still part of the part of the
mimi ndo namsha watu game ya Kenya ni 9. Changamkeni tunachelewa. And guys are there wamesema bro tickets ndo ingia, there's a parking space, just feel comfortable, enjoy the game. So that brotherhood, as I said, the rugby values, the humility, the integrity, the brotherhood, the respect, things that I loved when I was joining rugby, I used to see them. I used to see it being shown to me. I was like, why not? Why not also fight for this?
Yes.
Why not put a step forward for this? They're watching for me.
And diseases always, of course, there was a lot of positivity during that time, but diseases we know always come with stigma. Did you feel stigma around during that time that since when mgonjwa kuna cancer, do you feel a bit some people
I won't call it stigma. I'll call it lack of awareness.
Yes.
Because mtu anasema kama mtu anaona kama kuna cancer, ufai hata kukaa. Say like, let's say I'm still at the after party and I'm just sitting. Kuna cancer. So like, ni mtu hajui what you're going through. Hazi kufukuza but anashanga, unafanya nini hapa? Then like, he doesn't know what you're going through. But when you actually explain to this person, like, I'm okay, I'm doing this and this, I'm taking this medication, I'm taking this treatment, anaelewa, it's something that he can manage it.
Yes.
Or you can manage it. Haimanishi ukiwa mgonjwa unashinda umelala tu kila saa. Umeketi. Toka kidogo, get some air. Start fresh air. It helps. Get some sun. So I won't say it's basically stigma. It's just not being in the know of what this person is going through. Because like, if I wasn't walking, hapo ndo nasema siwezi toka. But if I can walk, why not do the things I do normally, but just balance or to a point, not fully how I can do it, but just to a point. You want to step out, you want to go for a walk. Yes, I want to go a walk, but just a few, or just end up to a rooftop kukaa, just look around and come. That really helps to clear your mind.
To clear the mind.
So I can say it's stigma. For me, it wasn't stigma, but for people, I've seen people who have been stigmatized and they've had to hold their say back. Unapata amekuwa na hiyo ugonjwa amejua, but anaogopa the community.
Yes.
Ama tayari ashaambiwa hiyo tayari ni deathbed. Umeshikwa hiyo unaenda. So unapata mtu ana hold back. By the time anakuja usi, anaambia by the advance, either treatment is going to get, ama it's the other way. So I've seen it a lot, and I think it's just lack of awareness. Lack of awareness. Because even some of the cancer patients and the warriors that we engage, get to share with them about something that they didn't know.
All right, let's take a short breather. When we come back, because when you started, you said that you've survived some cancer twice.
Yes.
You tell us that story, and also the 7th circuit. We go back to the pitch now. You tell us the story of Strathmore Leos this season, how it was for you as a TM and generally for the team itself when we come back.
Breakpoint on Sporty FM. Beyond Sport.
In the just concluded 7th rugby circuit that just concluded a couple of weeks ago behind KCB. We'll talk about that in a few. But I asked you when we were off air about, we were speaking about your cancer journey, and something just hit my mind about how you speak. And I wanted to know, is it now the chemos that affected how you speak or how you talk?
Actually, it was the radiotherapy.
Yes.
Radiotherapy is like through radiation, treatment through radiation.
Yes.
And I had a neck cancer, so it was between my behind the brain, below the nose, so ilikuwa katikati ya mapua na kwa shingo. So that's why I said I couldn't talk and I was feeling through a tube. So what the radiation did, toasted my taste buds, salivary glands, and vocal cords. So nilikuwa siongei, nilikuwa siwezi kula. So that is it's a side effect that I carry it. Inaenda kudeteriorate because I remember nilikuwa siwezi ongea. Sasa inaweza ongea. I couldn't taste, but now I can taste.
Yes.
The salivary glands, the kidogo hazijarudi fully.
Yes.
That's how you see with the bottle here of water. And with time still coming. I think it's something, I'm not planning to live with it, but I'm managing it. Because nimecheza nikiwa hivi. Sina bahati lakini nacheza. Ni kidogo sana.
Okay.
Yes, and as Kwenya mentioned before we went for a break now, you said you survived cancer twice. So now there's after that, what we were having the conversation, the first half was about the first time. Can you tell us now about now healed, when you got healed for the first time and now again getting a diagnosis the second time?
This one was rather shaky and very surprising because I remember I was finishing school, but that's how I got to play the role of the TM. As I was ailing, I was finishing school, nilikuwa jaribu kumaliza haraka nirudi into training. Remember, I don't go back to the sevens training. The coach that time was Luis Kisia, the Shujaa assistant coach.
Yeah.
So mimi nilikuwa nataka kumaliza shule. Almost finishing my main exam. Nirudi training, nirudi nicheze E7.
Yeah.
So at that moment, as I was trying to train, nilikuwa nashindwa. I can't run, I can't breathe properly. Nashinda nimekonda. I remember we were doing some tests at the pitch. During the sevens or during when you are doing a pre-season for rugby, there's usually some tests you go through. There's a bronco test, there's a yo-yo test to see the level of fitness that you are.
Yes.
Nilikuwa natoka wa kwanza. Shanga, baka kocha kaza, there's a slang used to say, roll the out. We toka ukayapa. Wacha wengine waendelee. So it became as a joke, started as a joke. Roll the out. Because nashanga, I used to run like 18 kilometers. I can make it even 3. So ikakuwa shida. I developed breathing problems. So ndo hapo, like, what is wrong with me?
Yeah.
So I remember there's a doctor friend of mine that I engaged. Alikuwa ICU doctor. And that time there was COVID, ndo ilikuwa inaisha. Nikamwambia, I'm having some breathing problems. I don't know if I have a mutated COVID virus in me, because that time kulikuwa na story ya Omicron.
Yes.
I'm like, nilikuwa na Omicron, because if I'm starting to wheeze, I'm starting to feel weak.
Yeah.
Like, so akaanza kuniambia, so nikaanza kumueleza hizi vitu nafanyikiwa. I remember even got an inhaler, but nothing. So luckily alikuja Kenya, and we linked me up with a doctor who treated, I remember she had a relative who had cancer before. Na ni kama suspect, but hakutaka kunishow. So we started doing tests. And I remember there was a PEF test. There's a test that I was supposed to blow into something to know what's up with my lungs. I remember the marks of it was 600. I wasn't even going half of it. That was 300. I couldn't blow past it.
Yeah.
And the doctor was like, mimi ni mzee, but tunaweza kufanya hiyo, mbona wewe huwezi?
Yeah.
So I seek further test. I went to Nairobi hospital and all. Nilikiwa kuna hii mask ya watu wewe ndo ifungue air.
Yes.
I think something fibrillator. I'm not sure about the name. I couldn't. I was failing all the tests. Like, there's something serious going on in your body. We have to do a biopsy or a bronchoscopy to know what's going on. So there was a tumor that was growing inside my lungs that was blocking my airway. That ilikuwa nafanya paka nashindwa kutrain. I was like, yes, I'm right again. I am not unfit. There's something wrong.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's when now we had to do a biopsy. I did a biopsy to my lungs, and they found out the cancer was back. It's actually moved to my lungs, and it was growing. That was in 2022. Then boom, came the news. I have to tell my teammates. I have to tell my family
as well,
that this thing is back. Yeah.
How was the reception now when you told your teammates? You told, of course, your parents as well, the family, siblings.
Yeah, it took a toll on them.
Yeah.
No lie. Because it took a toll on their story.
Yeah.
It took a toll on them. But again, ndo nimemaliza shule. Nimekuwa nje. Nimerudi. Nataka kurudi kutrain.
Nimerudi tena.
I just told them, if you did it the first time, we can do it the second time. Let's go for it. Ni spearhead. Niliambia mtanipata mbele. Even for the biopsy, walinipata huko.
Yeah.
Na daktari, I was ready for it. I'm like, if we did it the first time, we can do it the second time. Yeah, tuendelee tu. Let's just get done with it.
Yeah.
Na daktari kumbuka ni ule. Aliambia ni normal this, umerudi. Sawa, tudilaya. Yeah.
And is the treatment the same?
This one now is different.
It was different.
I did a full chemo. Then later on, as we went forward, I did targeted therapy and immunotherapy as well. It was a new treatment which was introduced. Yeah.
Okay.
So now then,
no radio this time.
No
yes.
Because radio was the last. It was to be the last point if these others had failed. So we had faith. Actually, my doctor had faith.
That this would work before we go to the extreme.
He lay hands on me before and he said, this must work. My doctor did. He lay hands on me like, this must work. If I let my doctor have faith, I'm definitely going for it. And I didn't want to disappoint my people as well, especially my dad, because he lost his mom, my grandmother, through cancer, and he lost also his first wife through cancer. So it's like, I'm not going to disappoint him. Yeah.
So this is now the second time. After how long then were you now declared free of cancer?
Usually someone is declared cancer free after 5 years post treatment. So the first time I was okay by 2020,
Yes.
but this came back to me after 7 years. Yeah, and 2022.
Yes.
But this time it was in a different part of my body.
So can we say that now you are we are still
right now
still
I'm disease free.
Disease free.
So I'm counting from 2024. But you just speak it into existence.
Yeah.
Once you believe you're
Yes.
you're okay.
Yeah.
You're okay. Just tell your mind.
Yes.
Body and mind will heal it to work together. Body, mind, and spirit.
Yeah.
You have to remain intact. Yeah.
So you stopped treatment in 2024?
I finished.
Or it was earlier?
I finished.
Yes, you finished.
2024.
2024.
Yeah.
Okay.
And immediately I go back to the pitch. Yeah. If I'm not playing, I have to put my effort somewhere. Because the guy showed up for me so bad. The teammate showed up for me in tremendous ways. Even, I remember they won a tournament saying this one was for you. And they gave me the trophy. Remember Prince Lou, Sevens, Nakuru. Wakasema, ini yako. Like, if these guys did this for me, that this bunch of lads believed and had hope for me, I have to go back and be with them through their journey.
Now, you've now taken us back to the pitch.
Yep.
It's rugby now.
Rugby.
Yeah.
And this season in the 7th circuit, how was it for you personally and even for the entire Strathmore Leos?
Personally, I think it's one of my biggest achievements in rugby because I didn't achieve it as a player, but I got it as a team manager. And having to engage with these boys to see how these boys work their way through everything that we've gone through together, their resilience in their own ways, their personal as individuals, and I used to see them with my own eyes. I was like, man, they are fueling me already. They encourage me already. They encourage me to come early for their training in the morning. They encourage me to show up for them because actually those boys worked for it. For me, I take it as a big win because if you look back the other achievements that I've had, this is also a step forward
for
to them. So it's really big. I've seen how the boys have worked tooth and nail, blood, sweat, tears all the way. And they haven't actually with that and the school backing them up as well, the management backing them up as well. It was tremendous, I can say. It was well deserved. We didn't get to where we wanted to be, but I'm really sure it sparked something so good that you guys felt it as well.
Because I remember us having conversation about it was KCB Strath. It's just KCB and Strath. KCB is that whole circuit, and it was really really entertaining. And just as you say your role as a TM, what do you do as a team manager? What is your day-to-day activities as a team manager of Strathmore Leos?
The team manager is everything. The team manager, I think, is the backbone of the team. That system. Because the team manager first manages the team. There's a player side. You have to make sure these players are on the pitch. Are on the pitch, ready for training, coming to the coach. You have to make sure also the coach is there. The coach is there, the coach is on time. The coach also atakuja, but the coach, the players wako hapo. You have to make sure the equipment is there. The balls are there, the tackle sheets are there. You have to make sure the guys are well hydrated. The time is well used for the coach and the team. Wamelewana, wamefika mapema, wase wamekula, watu wamekuja kwa sawa. Somebody who is injured, somebody with a knee, you have to also work together with the doctors, with the physio. Who say ana complain akona hii. We need him fit for this. You have to also coordinate with the SNC. So it's all round. You are the voice of the players to the management, also to the management to the players, and also to the school as well. They need feedback. If anything is going wrong, what's happening? Tell them the pitch is not watered. We need to water the pitch. You need this and this. The players, they're getting late to get here. Can the transport be provided for them? For them, so that you can facilitate, so that we can move forward. So like you're holding everyone together. So we can actually move forward. So it's actually a big role. I never thought I would find myself in such a position. But as you say, rugby is a team sport. Now make wapo. So you just have to be part of the team and move with them, because it's never about you. It's never about an individual.
It's the
a team sport. For us to move together.
And do you enjoy it? The coordinating, the bringing people together.
I enjoy the part when I'm with the boys mostly. Because I get to see them off the pitch. I get to see them on the pitch. I get to learn about them. I get to learn about their traits. I get to learn about the behavior, and also the management side. I get to learn how the coaches think, how the coaches view it, how the coaches plan. So I can say it's a beautiful experience seeing something being made from the ground and see its effect and see the results. Like unazaona pale mmetoka paka pale mmefika. It's very beautiful, and that's what's encouraging to me.
Yeah.
That's what keeps me going. And with that also, I pass it down to the rest. I have a rugby club back home where I started, Sellers Rugby. And now it's really going on well. I have people on scholarship studying because of rugby.
Oh, wow.
So I pass that down to those guys and see it grow. It's beautiful. That's the fuel. As much as there are other stuff that can shake you, but that's the fuel.
How difficult or how competitive was the season?
I won't call it difficult, but the teams actually showed up. People walikuwa na train. So we are going, it's a fight. You have to stand to a brand. Umesema when you champion, we must live up to it. I think I won't say difficulty, but it narrows down to the team.
Yes.
How the team works. Yeah.
Okay.
How the team works.
Yeah.
There are a few disappointments in the way, but how you prepare yourself is what gives the results. Vele. Yeah. Because if you prepare yourself well, I think the difficulty, I talk about difficulty more than just maybe something new, maybe you aren't prepared or something you're not ready for. And now ukipata kitu kama hiyo, how do you work your way around it? Like when you got disappointed in some of the legs, like ulisikia hii team will disappoint, like sawa, this happened. How do you pick up? How do you pick up from there? We got real injuries. How do you pick up from there? The next man coming in, you have to trust him with the job that he has been put in. Umefika mahali sawa, umeenda a different place. It's rainy. How do you pick up the environment from there? Kunanyesha, umeweza kutrain kwa jua all along. How you adjust. I think those are things that people don't know sportsmen go through. And they adjust and they fit in perfectly. And this also shows in the performance.
Now, what's next for Strathmore Leos?
What's next? It's just working. The same way we showed up, the same way we're going to show up even more. Because that's what we said this year, that's our baseline now. That's our baseline.
You have to go.
Because how we started back then, because Nigeria, quarter, semis, now it's all final. All final. How are we going to get there? How are we going to work our way through? And we also have faith and hope.
Faith and hope.
And speaking of hope now, can you tell us about your initiative or the words that is Hope Mode On?
Hope Mode On.
Yes.
Would you like to know how it started?
Yes, tell us how it started. Of course, the idea behind it, and so far, it's more or less a movement.
It's more or less,
Yes.
Now it's a movement. So how Hope Mode started is when my cancer came back. As I said, it took a toll on the family because we hadn't expected it. And this time I was doing further treatments, targeted therapy, immunotherapy, and chemotherapy. Of course, they are like the insurance was covering. If a point, NHIF. If a point, so with cancer, if you're doing chemo, I was doing after 3 weeks, once after 3 weeks. So Kianda, during the treatment, you apply for the next visit for the HIF so that you can get maybe a subsidiary for the treatment. Because cancer treatment is
very expensive.
It's very expensive. So it's got a point where kumbuka unakuja treatment leo, you know this is the amount. Usually you're notified like some few days earlier before going to treatment that this is the amount that will be catered for. So you have to come up with a certain amount for you to complete. Kumbuka ukifika hapo after treatment unalipa. So when ifika point stuff changed. Though ikaanza kupata kidogo. Like maybe your treatment is 90,000. Unaambiwa hii wiki, unaambiwa your treatment is maybe on Thursday, unaambiwa Tuesday, we are only doing like 25k.
So you have to come up with the rest.
And you have like 2 to 3 days. So it wasn't easy. It really took a toll on us in the family because we were not prepared as well. And that time, my dad and mom also unfortunately were ailing as well. So unaona vile all the
you're stretched.
We are all stretched.
You're stretched,
We are all stretched. So thank God for my sisters. I remember, if you allow me, I can name them by name. Mina, Brenda, Sheila, Dora. they start and they say, man, we have to do something for you, so that we can raise funds for you to, so that we can raise funds for treatment. So that's how Hope Mode came. Like, why don't you sell merch to spread hope, so that we can raise funds for you? That is where the idea popped up. And it was so fast, and then it's formed. And I told my guys, I told my teammates, like, we are go. We'll do it for you. Spreading hope for guys to raise funds, selling merchandise to raise funds for my treatment. So that's how Hope Mode came along. But as I was continuing with my treatment and myself, I was like, this is me. What about someone else? What about kuna mwingine pia anapitia the same? Unimse ametoka Nyeri amefika hapo. So maybe say the cancer center. Amwambia leo treatment yake ni so 100k. Amwambia leo tunakupea 230. Unimse nani atamsaidia? Who will be the voice for this guy? He's already sick. So what about that guy? Me, Tarin, I know how it feels. So I decided to be like, why does Hope Mode not be for like a foundation for everyone? Mbona huyo pia sisaidike? So the match that I'm selling or we are selling, also some things go to them. So that was my initiative. Apart from raising funds for me,
you,
I wanted to help others as well. And also to spread cancer awareness, to make people in the know of what is actually going on. So mtu asifeel stigmatized, juu hajui. And through this journey, I got to meet very many people that I'm really proud of. Unfortunately, I've lost 2 souls, Diana Mkabane and Stanley Wetende. They are cancer survivors who I met along this journey, and I got to hear their story, and I got to see how the resilience they have in their journey as well. So that's what Hope Mode is about. It's not only about selling merch and all, it's how you support, how you live, and how you love by spreading hope.
Absolutely. And as we just come to the close of our conversation, because tunaona time pia imesonga kidogo, how can people get involved in Hope Mode on, and also how can people support that initiative, and your word of encouragement to maybe a young person who is listening to us and it might also be going through some difficult situations? Just encourage them as we finish.
How you can get through Hope Mode, we have our social media pages. Instagram, Hope Mode on. I have my handles as well. On Twitter, it's Roldie Bolton. On Facebook, it's Roldie Tender Bolton. On Instagram, it's iRockRoldie. If you feel like you need to buy a merchandise, or you need a word of hope, or you need to talk, or you need to reach out, you can reach out to me as well. The merchandise are there, the prices are there. If you have your stories to tell as well, you can share with me on our socials and on iRockRoldie as well. You can always reach out to me. My word of advice to someone who's out there feeling like giving up, except for those feeling like giving up, man, don't give up. Don't give up. You can make it. If I made it from a town, the city where people even don't know, and I got myself to this point, you can make it as well. Doesn't matter if whether you're a team manager, doesn't matter if you're a ball boy, doesn't matter if you're a water boy, a groundsman. If there's something that you love, as long as you keep your mind to it, you can achieve it. Kama vile unalalaga unamka kesho, unasema kesho lazima niamke nipige mswaki. Na unaamka unapiga mswaki. That's already an achievement. I must shower. If you can shower and you can walk to one point to another, you can get to any level you want in your life. Please remind us. Hope is a tunnel. You found it before, and it will be there even when you go. Hope is a tunnel. It has been there. Please remind us of the verse that you started with. John 3:16. For whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. But wait, my mama told me to give thanks to God. Because he said through thanksgiving, you will get more. So I have to give thanks to the Almighty. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Roldie Bolton Tende, the TM for Strathmore Leos, just giving us a story. And I think the story is basically about resilience and also having the passion for the sport that you love. This is Sport FM Beyond Sport.
Sporty Breakpoint on Sporty FM. Beyond Sport.